Hello.
Do you not want to get your thingy up?
No, I'm going to do it freehand again.
Oh, okay.
I like it when it's more riffed.
Yeah, okay.
When we layer it with this interesting conversation. Hello and welcome to Musician versus Musician.
Matt, who just forgot the name of it. Yeah.
This is going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Musician versus Musician, a podcast/gig where every week we talk about a music-related topic, band, thing, whatever we find interesting.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
It's something to do with music. Although we don't take advantage of it enough. We should expand.
Okay.
We should do more music theory. See if
God. Is this going to be... We'll have to do an episode where you just spout theory at me and I'll try and keep up.
Well, you could do drum theory. I don't know anything
Yeah, we'll
about
do
drums.
it a separate one. So
Yeah.
you can bully me about not knowing general music theory, then I'll bully you about not knowing anything about...
Yeah, and
any
then,
sort of rhythm section
hopefully,
theory.
in an ideal world, we'll have a bunch of commenters that say, you're wrong about everything. You're both really stupid.
Yeah, okay. Plan.
We have been away for a while. It's been like 2 weeks.
Yeah, we've gone 2 weeks without doing a podcast.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a month.
That's a lie.
No.
I saw you like the day before yesterday.
No, I haven't seen you for a month. It was a blissful month. I went on holiday.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you didn't.
Traitor.
Traitor?
Yeah, you ditched me.
I did. I mean,
you ditched me and messaged me 8 times a day saying you were bored.
I was pretty bored. No offense to anyone who listens to this podcast who gave me a house for a week. So, why don't we get into it?
Yeah.
Alright, this week, I'm talking about a band.
Yeah.
Just to be specific. We're throwing you in at the deep end, listeners, because the setting is America.
Ooh, mine's American too.
Obviously.
No, I don't think they haven't all been American.
I mean, but statistically speaking,
yeah, to be fair,
it's bigger. We like music that tends to be American, right?
It's basically all alternative music is either American or British.
I don't think of my favourite bands. They're all American.
And then, to be honest, weirdly, the alternative music scene's only really big in America, the UK, and Japan.
Yeah, it's really big in Japan. I like Japan.
Japan's
in theory,
cool. Yeah,
it looks
I haven't
nice
been there.
from a distance. Comment below if it's not nice up close. So, the setting is Des Moines, Iowa, which I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Des Moines?
That doesn't sound like an American pronunciation, so I'm guessing it's wrong.
Des Moines, Iowa.
Someone's going to go on this, stop.
I hope so. Americans, tell us how to pronounce your names.
Yeah.
The year is 1995.
Okay.
Now, I've written in parentheses here. This is not 1995. This is 2018.
Well, if it was 1995, I wouldn't be alive.
I just wanted to clarify because you seemed confused.
Yeah, I was -4 then.
For everyone who can't see us, which I think is everyone, comment if it isn't. Leia looked very confused by the fact that I said the year was 1995.
I think that's just my resting face is somewhat confused.
So, it's 1995 and a band called Meld have formed. They have 6 members.
Okay.
That's a lot of members. And you can see your roots coming through.
I'm gonna shut up.
Oh,
yeah, I'm gonna dye it later. I know, but it doesn't suit me, does it?
You look better with red hair.
Yeah. That's a really weird side note.
Oh shit, we didn't introduce ourselves.
Oh.
I'm Matt.
No one cares.
Right, that's
too late.
Leia's input. So, the band called Meld, they have 6 members. Paul Gray, the bassist.
Yeah, okay, I know who it is.
Alright, okay, fucking hell. That gave you away immediately.
To be honest, I was pretty sure when you said it was Iowa.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I know who this is.
Yeah, they're so famous that I was like, how long can I mislead her for? And
not very long at all.
Every clue was an immediate giveaway. So, they have 6 members. Paul Gray, the bassist. Sean Crahan, the percussionist. Joey Jordison, the drummer. Guitarist Donnie Steele. Second guitarist Josh Brainard. And finally, vocalist Anders Kolsefny.
Mm-hmm.
They recorded a song that would later become their band's name. Guess what it was?
Slipknot!
It was.
Yay!
Slipknot. I was also one of my alternate questions for you was going to be, what's the band that's probably the heaviest band that I like?
To be fair, it would depend on a band, if it's a band that you've, gone out of your way to listen to, or one that you've just listened to and be like, yeah, I like this. Because you've listened to a few bands that I've made you to listen to, and you've been like, I quite like this, and they've been quite heavy.
But, bands that I keep
actively listen to, yeah.
Guess what it was?
I think I've already done that.
Slipknot. She didn't get it, everyone.
Sorry, you're gonna listen back to this and you're gonna be like, oh wait, she was actually right about something.
No, I know now that you did get it. I just want to ignore that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't worry. It's me being like
a dick.
Yeah.
No, not you being stupid.
So in December of 1995, Slipknot began recording material.
It's a really dramatic
pause. I was thinking about their name being in lights.
Well, yeah, because I saw you lift your arm up to where you'd want them to be, really broadly, even though no one can see us.
Yeah, Slipknot. Began recording material at a studio in their hometown. Without a recording budget, they had to self-finance, the cost of which came to an estimated... Estimate?
Like a full album, or...
Yeah.
$2,000?
$40,000.
Jesus, how did they spend that much on one album? Like a first album as well.
Estimated, but still, yeah. And not even like the band that it would become.
Yeah, the first one.
Proto-Slipknot.
Yeah, that's a lot to spend on a first album.
In February 1996, Donnie Steele, the guitarist, left Slipknot due to his Christian beliefs.
That's fair. I can see how that would come about.
Yeah, it would be interesting. Apparently the band wanted him to stick around, but he said, nah.
Fair enough, do you, boo?
Yeah. Craig Jones was recruited as his replacement.
Mm-hmm.
Now they ran into a problem because they were adding samples during their recordings, but they couldn't produce the sounds live, which led to Craig Jones, becoming the band's sampler, and Mick Thompson was brought in as the replacement guitarist, who you probably recognise the name of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mick Thompson's pretty famous. Thompson, sorry. Am I saying Thompson? Am I saying Timson?
You're saying Thompson,
okay,
it's okay.
Good. They finally released their debut album, which was called Mate, Feed, Kill, Repeat, on Halloween.
Aha!
Which for some reason
Classic.
I've also written the date of, which is October 31st.
Just in case you weren't sure.
Why would I even need to know? They got a small amount of airplay on local radio stations off the back of the demo, but it didn't lead to any kind of interest from record labels, so they returned to the studio to develop new material, and I guess another $40,000 bill.
Yeah.
You nuts.
That's a lot.
I'm trying to stop saying you nuts. You know.
I've never heard you say that before.
I say it a lot.
I'm pretty sure I've never heard you say that.
Yeah, you just don't listen to me.
Yeah, well, that is true. You're not wrong.
Around this time, the band decided they needed more melodic vocals, which led to the recruitment of the legendary Corey T-Dog Taylor being recruited from the band Stone Sour. Colsefni was reduced to backup vocals and percussion, which... I
bet he was not happy about that.
Yeah, he left the band in 1997.
Yeah, there we
go. He wasn't pretty happy about that. He actually announced it on stage, which I assume he told the band beforehand, but maybe not.
I'd like to think that he didn't. And they were like, bro.
I couldn't find much information about this, so... or maybe I didn't look enough. I did research a lot into this this week. Greg Welts filled the percussion gap. His nickname for the band was Cuddles.
It's a good nickname.
It's a good nickname. What are nicknames? General. Peaches. Andy doesn't have one.
Andy's just the world's big brother.
He can be Cuddles.
Yeah, he can be. I don't think we can steal it like that.
Well, I don't think Greg Welts is still with Slipknot, so.
It's true. I mean, and it's really true. He's a cuddly guy.
Yeah, he's very cuddly. In early 1998, Slipknot produced a second demo featuring 5 tracks exclusively for record labels, and finally started getting a bit of attention.
Ooh.
In February 1998, producer Ross Robinson... Yep, that's what I've written. Sometimes I put spelling mistakes in here by accident because I'm writing quite quickly and I don't, check it.
Well, I mean, why would you check it?
I don't need to.
It's effort when you can iron out the kinks while we're recording.
Ross Robinson offered to produce their debut album after attending rehearsals in Des Moines.
I'm still not sure about that.
Yeah, I don't know either. Soon after this, DJ Sid Wilson was recruited as the band's 9th member after showing great interest and impressing band members. They also all chose a number. I think it was at this point they all chose a number.
Oh yeah, and they numbered the members.
And Sid chose number 0, right?
I have no idea.
He did.
Okay.
I don't know any of them except his, which was 0, and Corey's, Mr. Taylor, which was...
You can't do that because I'm going to think you're thinking about Kyle and it's really upsetting.
Is his last name Taylor?
How do you not know that?
I don't read people's last names.
Yeah, it is.
Yours is George.
You had to think about that for way too long.
Corey's is an 8 because it looks like an infinity sign.
It is an infinity sign. It's just stood
Well,
up.
so it's not, because an infinity sign is on its side.
Yep, but it's the same symbol.
Also, I think an infinity sign doesn't have the same, like, smaller one, right?
True, yeah, it does dip a little bit. Yeah, maybe you're right, actually.
Where was I? In late June, Slipknot received a 500,007 album deal from Roadrunner Records. It's pretty good.
That is good.
Yeah. The band signed the deal publicly on July 8th, 1998, but behind the scenes there was a bit of drama, as Cuddles was fired from the band.
Dun dun dun!
Now, there isn't an official reason, but the rumoured reason is pretty fucking hilarious.
Okay, I'm ready.
Apparently he was too cuddly. He was dating Joey Jordison's sister.
Oh.
And he was told to stop or leave the band. And he chose to leave.
Credit to him for sticking to his guns. Also, I'm just going to show you this. Is that the place that...
Yeah,
okay.
That's it.
So I've googled the pronunciation because I feel like we should address
pronunciation?
it. Yeah.
Pronunciation.
Well, I'm Welsh, that's why.
You can't defend yourself with that all the time.
That's just how it's...
Des Moines or Des Moines.
Okay, so Des Moines.
Yeah.
Alright, so I was right?
Des Moines.
Was that right?
Yeah.
Well,
okay. Maybe.
Des Moines or Des Moines.
I can't remember what you were saying now.
So anyway, Cuddles chose to leave and to be with Joey Jordison's sister, and I think they're still together.
That's quite sweet, actually, in a way.
Yeah. Brandon Dana was chosen to replace him, but he left immediately,
didn't like it.
within 10 minutes. And Chris Fane was brought in as replacement.
We know what it's like to have someone leave within 10 minutes.
We're a good band. So, right, next chapter.
Oh, okay.
Slipknot traveled to Malibu, California to work on their debut album in September 1998. I guess debut album as the current iteration
yeah, with the
of
official
band.
name.
Yeah. Partway through the process, they returned to Des Moines. That was it, right?
Mm-hmm.
For Christmas. During their break, guitarist Josh Brainard left the band, citing creative differences. They're having trouble holding on to people.
Yeah.
It's not surprising given what Slipknot became.
Yeah, to be fair, there was a lot of to and fro with it. And it's the style is quite specific taste, you know?
I guess we'll listen to one of their songs in a little bit when we actually fucking get to it. Anyway, don't worry about people leaving. I know you were worried.
Was I?
Pretty worried. They recruited Jim Root, who is pretty famous, right?
I don't recognize his name.
Okay. Well, I did. But I have been doing research on Slipknot.
Yeah, you might have just, yeah.
And they went back to Malibu. They finished working on the album in early 1999, allowing the band to go on tour as part of the Ozfest lineup in 1999.
Nice.
This greatly increased Slipknot's audience, as you can imagine, furthering their success with their self-titled album...
Slipknot?
Yep. It was finally released on... Now, do you know when it was released?
Oh, I have no idea.
June 29th, 1999.
I wasn't alive for that.
Alright.
Just.
Showing up.
That's not a show off. You bully me for being younger than you all the time.
Wait. Philosophically, were you alive?
No.
You were? Surely you were a month away from being born. Not even that. Like 3 days. No.
3 days, that's wrong.
Yeah, a month and 3 days, because June.
To what date?
June 29th to October 3rd, right? That's your birthday.
No,
August 3rd. August 3rd is what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a month and a bit.
No, I was born a month old. And I lived.
What? I don't understand what's happening.
No, I wasn't alive. Like, I was conceived a month before I was born.
Oh.
That's not true.
That's very impressive.
That would be very impressive if it was true.
God bless your mum. Actually, easiest pregnancy ever.
Yeah.
Over a month.
Like, I didn't even know I was pregnant.
Maria, maybe get in touch with someone because that's very impressive. Slipknot released its first home video, Welcome to Our Neighborhood, which was directed by Thomas Mignon. I watched the video and it's pretty strange. It's mostly just clips from their live stuff and then occasionally the band interacting or talking to the audience. Like, you can see what interviews and things are gonna become, but it's super weird to see something from 1999.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a few mini interviews where the band talk about why they wear masks, which the reasons boil down to because it's cool and the music can speak for itself.
I just think it's a really practical idea.
Yeah?
Well, like, a lot of people complain that once they're famous, they don't like it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's that they like the idea of it and then not actually liked it. But if you wear a mask all the time, doesn't really apply to Corey Taylor because he's been in Stone Sour where his face was on show. But all the other members.
He's also in Doctor Who.
Was he?
Yeah, he voiced someone in Doctor Who.
Who did he voice?
So there's a villain in one of Peter Capaldi's episodes called the Fisherman King. It's like a big monster. He does the big growl for him. It's really cool.
I did not know that.
Like I listened to the clip after I knew this, and I was like,
Whoa!
that is his growl.
It's pretty cool. But yeah, if you wear a mask on stage all the time, then you can effectively take the mask off and not be famous anymore.
Do you want to wear a mask on the stage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have that much faith in us getting famous.
They also
this
talk
is a
about
mask.
What?
It is a mask.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. They also talk about having 9 band members, which they basically just say is so they can have like a lot of ideas.
Yeah, fair.
The singles Wait and Bleed and Spit It Out were also directed by Mignon. The singles got a bit of airtime. Most of their support came from touring and word of mouth.
Yeah.
They toured several countries throughout 1999 and 2000 in support of their album, and eventually, in early 2000, this paid off, as their album was certified platinum.
Yay!
It's pretty cool.
How
Now,
many is for platinum?
10.
10 sales.
15 CDs.
15 CDs.
Like, no one's buying CDs anymore, are they? They had to drop the
No,
standard.
that's for these days, but that was a little while ago, and CDs were still pretty big.
Probably 22.
22 CDs.
Yeah, just out of reach from normal people.
And wait, what is the level below that? Because we could get the level below that.
Gold. Gold's the level below that.
Is it?
Yeah.
I always get confused about that.
Bronze, silver, gold, platinum.
Ah, okay. What are you expecting us to get then?
2.
Is that like the level below bronze?
That's nothing.
I feel like that we should make one.
Dirt.
Dirt. Yeah, we got dirt level.
Here's your album is certified dirt.
I don't think we need to get 2 sales to prove that.
Yeah, it's true. We need an actual album for that to matter.
True.
Buy our EP.
Yay!
Self-promotion is just on point. Do you want to listen to one of those 2 songs, or do you want to listen to a different song later?
I don't know. We can listen. To be honest, I've heard them all anyway, so it's whichever ones you think you would like to
Well,
listen to.
I figure we'll listen to one of the ones that I haven't listened to a lot, and I've listened to a lot of their first album. I like Wait and Bleed. Everyone knows.
Yeah.
Listen to Wait and Bleed. Sounds like this. I don't know. Couldn't commit to that.
That's really not how it starts.
No, it's not at all. Na 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 na. That's horribly off key, but you get the idea.
That wasn't. I knew what it was.
Yeah.
To be
Well,
fair.
obviously we spoke about it.
Yeah, but you know what I'm like for forgetting the beginning of songs.
Yeah. I was pretty glad I remembered it. All right. Next phase of their career in early 2001, so a year later.
Mm-hmm.
The band started recording their second album in LA. It's Los Angeles.
Yeah.
The hype, I've written this, the hype was intense.
Ooh.
And conflict started to arise amongst the band members.
Oh.
Basically because they did a lot of stuff together. And then they started recording together.
Yeah, that happens when you spend too much time with people sometimes, don't they?
And they're also super aggressive people.
Are they?
Have you seen the videos of them, setting fire to each other? I feel like your persona on stage is going to bleed into your interactions a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe I'm putting words in their mouth.
A little bit.
Mouths. Recording of their second album ended February 2001, and the band embarked on their Iowa World Tour.
Yay!
Can you guess what the album was titled?
No.
It's Iowa.
It was called World Tour, wasn't it? The World Tour album by Slipknot.
What a terrible name for an album.
It's the name of a Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
That was good.
Was it?
World Tour was alright.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Guitar Hero 3 is better.
Yeah.
In terms of song choice, obviously, technology-wise,
Yeah.
World Tour is better. So it was released August 28th, 2001. It peaked at number 3 on the Billboard's charts and at number 1 in the UK.
Okay.
Not impressed with that?
No, it is very impressive,
Yeah.
but
Especially considering the music that Slipknot are making.
Yeah, to be fair.
The 3 singles off it were The Heretic Anthem, Left Behind, and My Plague, which appeared on the soundtrack for Resident Evil, the movie.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie Resident Evil?
No.
Don't. In 2002, I can't talk today. 2002, Slipknot appeared in Rollerball. That's another movie.
Okay.
They performed I Am Hatred, and all this served to hype them up and get them some sold-out shows.
Okay. I'm not really sure what to do with this information other than be like, yeah, okay.
It's interesting.
That's pretty cool.
It's
yeah,
valuable
I recognise that it's interesting, but there's not really anything I can.
Well, sometimes I'm
to
taking
it.
dramatic pauses, so the next thing I say has more weight.
Yeah, okay.
But all wasn't well. In mid-2002, Slipknot went on hiatus. Their first...
What does that actually mean?
It means they take a break, but they're going to get back together.
Oh, okay.
But it's often kind of used as a euphemism these days for just breaking up forever.
Oh.
Like One Direction are currently on hiatus, even though they're definitely
They show no
never...
intention.
Yeah, they've made enough money. They want to be their own people now. I respect you, One Direction, especially Harry Styles. He's very handsome.
That is your opinion.
In mid-2002, Slipknot went on hiatus due to internal conflicts. Band members went away to focus on side projects. Corey Taylor and Jim Root went away to work on their old band, Stony Sours.
That will be where you know his name from, then.
Yeah.
So when you said you didn't know why you knew his name,
well, I couldn't remember.
You've seen Stone Sour live, like.
Also, I've done this report
8
times.
Yeah.
I've read through it. Drummer Joey Jordison created the Murder Dolls.
Okay.
It's a pretty good name.
Yeah.
Percussionist Crayon founded To My Surprise. It's a good name. And DJ Sid Wilson went solo as DJ Starscream.
Yes.
It's a Transformer.
Okay.
You know that?
No.
You've never seen the Transformers?
Well, yes, but I was little.
Which
I
one?
don't really remember.
The movie or the old TV show? Or any of the...
The films.
Oh, okay. Don't watch those. The future of Slipknot was a little bit uncertain.
Okay.
I mean, not too uncertain because there's a lot of this report left to go.
Mm-hmm.
Jordison commented on Split saying that he doesn't have a problem with anyone in Slipknot and that Corey Taylor is incorrect in saying that certain things need to be resolved. Because apparently Corey T-Dog Taylor was saying that.
So the real joke here is that they don't agree, that there's something to not agree about.
But after several delays, Slipknot did regroup. In 2003, they moved into The Mansion in Los Angeles, which is a 10-bedroom mansion owned by Rick Rubin, a music producer. Harry Houdini...
Rick Rubin is, impressively.
Really?
Yeah.
What else has he done?
Hasn't he done? He's a recorder, isn't he? He's a producer.
Go on then.
Well, for a start, I told you about it. I can name at least one because I told you about that band.
No.
The one in my old band, we used to have a rivalry with, and they paid a stupid amount of money to work with Rick Rubin, and it wasn't very good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was Rick Rubin.
Which band was that?
I don't want to name drop it.
I think you should name them.
What, name them myself? Give them a new name?
No, name them their actual name.
I don't want to name drop them in this because I'm gonna get beaten up the next time I go back to Wales.
If they're listening, they know who it is anyway. Tell us who the idiots were.
Wrexel! That's not their name. It was Revival, but because it had 2 V's, they were like, oh, we'll be artsy and have them one the right way up and one upside down. Yeah. But we were always told them that it looked like Wrexel and they didn't believe us. But every time they sent someone just the logo, it'd go up like obviously the logo's there and then underneath it in quotes, Wrexel. It's so funny.
Oh, poor Wrexel. That's not their name now, right?
Well, Revival's still their name, yeah.
Oh, okay, so they're called Revival.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right,
That's what it said.
I thought you were talking about a different band.
No, that's the same band.
Oh, okay, cool. Are they good?
No. Most of their instrumentals are quite good. You would not like the vocals. It's not very good.
Too growly?
Remember I showed you, basically he's not very good.
Oh.
So they turned him way down in the mix, which is why it didn't come out.
You can show me later. Well, show me off mic, yeah? Yeah. Because I don't remember. So Harry Houdini is often rumoured to have lived there, but there's no proof of that.
That would... I think that's just a joke.
Well, yeah, it's total nonsense.
Yeah.
By early 2004, they had finished their album, which means it took a year, basically, or I guess a few months, depending on when they regrouped, which I've forgotten to note down. They finished their album, they started on their next tour. The album is called, see if you can get it for extra points.
Wait, which ones have we done?
We've done Slipknot and Iowa. It's the third one. And it's really, really obvious. You'll kick yourself when you don't get this.
Is it called Psychosocial or something?
No, it's called Volume 3.
Okay,
The Subliminal Verses.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was released on May 2004, May 24th, 2004. It peaked at number 2 on the Billboard charts.
Oh, that's disappointing.
I know. It produced 6 singles, which are the ones I'd heard of before I got into Slipknot.
Which ones were they?
Yeah, I'm going to see how many you can get. I'm making you do a lot of work on
God.
this one because I did a lot.
Single. Which ones did you already know? You already knew. So, you knew Duality, didn't you?
Yep.
Before I forget.
Yep.
What else did you know? I'm trying to work out for which ones we've already talked about. Was Psychosocial on that one?
No.
That was later on,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Do you want me to give you a clue for one of these?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a clue for 2, really,
Okay.
because it's got a second part to it. That's the cryptic clue I'm going to give you.
What has 2 parts? Vermilion?
Yeah.
Is that part 1 and part 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vermilion.
Yeah. And so there's 2 left. They've both got the at the start of their name, if that helps. One of them is to do with the concept of names. It's the Nameless.
Yeah, okay.
And the last one...
I wouldn't have got that one.
The Blister Exists.
I was unlikely to get that one, but I'm more aware of that one than the Blister Exists. I think, like,
So you knew the Nameless vaguely, but you didn't know the Blister Exists?
Like, no, I knew the Blister Exists. Like, I was more aware of that one than I was the Nameless.
Guess which one of them got a Grammy?
Before I forget.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. In fact, since you didn't really know... Whichever one you didn't know is the one I'm going to put on now. Name it.
But I didn't know it.
The Nameless or the Blister Exists? Which one was it?
The Nameless.
Okay. Alright, so let's put that one on.
Okay.
Alright. Shit, where's the... Oh, there. Okay, cool. Freaked out for a second. Okay, here we go with the Nameless.
Mm-hmm.
That was the Nameless. I keep going to say the Blister Exists every time.
It was...
We'd heard it. You remembered immediately.
Yeah.
Whilst touring, they recorded their first live album, and they kept touring to support Volume 3, the Subliminal Verses, all the way until the end of 2005.
That is a long tour.
Yeah. And they decided to go on hiatus again.
Fair.
Yeah, they're like,
Like, we're sick of each other.
Don't care anymore.
Like, I've been with you every day for 2 years and I want to die.
Oh, God. Can you imagine every day
No.
with the two of us every single day?
No.
Like, there's no break. All we're doing is eating, playing a gig, talking before bed, and then doing the same thing every single day.
God.
That's the dream.
Yeah. I think, to be fair, with just the two of us, I'd probably want to kill you after about... I think I could last a few weeks and then I'd be like, you know what, I need a day off from you.
I think we'd do really well if we had breaks.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need much of a break, but I do need a break. But I think if we had,
I
like,
need a break
obviously if
from
we had
most
the others
people.
as well. Yeah.
Like, I need less of a break from you than a lot of people.
Yeah.
But still,
But
we're both
no matter
volatile
what.
enough.
Yeah, we're both... we're both quite strong in that way.
Yeah.
And I feel like we both really enjoy time on our own
Yeah.
from time to time.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, back to Slipknot.
Yeah.
At the end of 2007, Slipknot started working on their new album, so it's been 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
They finished it June 2008, and then went on the All Hope Is Gone world tour. Their album...
I don't know.
All Hope Is Gone.
I'm really enjoying trying to name the ones that you're not telling me.
I told you that one.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't want to tell you it because you'd already told me.
Oh, okay, fine. Oh, so you're enjoying when I ask you actual questions?
I like it.
All
I
right,
like
okay.
the game because
Okay, cool.
it's a rare move where it's a band that I'm familiar with enough to.
All right, well you got a new one coming
Oh,
up,
God.
okay? So the album All Hope Is Gone was released August 20th, 2008, and debuted at number 1. I was giving you that one.
Yeah.
On the Billboard Albums chart, 5 singles.
That's a lot of singles. For
Yeah,
one.
I mean,
Is
previous album
Psychosocial
had
on
6.
this one?
Yes, it is. So that's 1.
Was Snuff on this one?
Yep.
Yeah. Christ.
3 more. I can give you clues if you want.
Yeah.
How much of a clue do you want?
Don't give it to me, but.
Do you want
I
the
need a
first
little
word
prompt.
of if there's multiple words?
Okay. If it's the, then no.
Okay, alright. Dead.
Oh, Dead Memories.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what else is big? Christ.
It's to do with a rock.
Which is the one about the Fear one, and the video is really weird and it's got birds in it and stuff.
I think I know which one you're talking about. But I don't know how to give this to you without just giving it to you.
Like, short of Googling that, it's a sentence.
All...
All hope is gone.
Yeah. Last one? It's to do with a rock that makes it smell.
It makes it smell.
Yeah, like if you burn it.
Oh, sulfur.
Yeah. I basically gave you that, but
yeah.
yeah. Yep, All Hope Is Gone, Psychosocial, Dead Memories, Sulphur, and Snuff. Do you have a favourite?
Off that one? Probably Sulphur, annoyingly.
Really?
Just because it's, I prefer the more aggressive stuff, and most of the singles off that one are not quite as much. Like, Psychosocial...
Snuff's definitely not.
No, that's really laid back. Dead Memories is quite melodic, and it's quite nice, but I like the aggressive stuff, and Psychosocial's, to be honest, it's overplayed.
Psychosocial's, my favourite one on that one.
It's just so, because it's the biggest one.
Honestly, because... Oh, okay.
I'll try not to kick the mic.
Because I haven't, been in the scene for as long as you, stuff that's overplayed to you isn't overplayed to me.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I love Psychosocial. 2009 marked the 10th anniversary of Slipknot's debut album, which was called...
I can't
remember. It's called Slipknot, you fucking idiot. And to commemorate...
That was, more than 4 seconds ago.
To commemorate the event, they released a special version of their first album. The release date, 999, is a reference to the fact that the band had 9 band members and have sustained the same lineup since the original release, which is not true. So I don't know why
I was going to say that feels like that's not true.
Yeah, it's not true at all. The special edition box had the CD with a DVD. There are 25 songs in the set, plus some unreleased cuts and demo tracks, which is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. The day we have enough things that we don't want to release, we're barely working up to a standard here.
Yeah.
Don't have stuff
that's an issue.
I guess we do have songs we've got rid of, though.
We've got quite a few songs that we've gone, let's not play that anymore. No. Wouldn't pass them on as much as I would just go, you know what? Let's just never play that again or listen to it again.
10th anniversary for Wild Abyss, I really want to come back to Disappear.
Oh no! Can we do the jazz version?
No. We have to do the original version on acoustic guitar.
Oh Christ.
With a shaker.
To be fair, that was for warning signs.
Yeah, but it should just be in everything.
Yeah, to be fair, only because I didn't want to overuse the maracas.
Yeah. The band toured to support All Hope Is Gone all throughout 2008, and then 2009 they took their third hiatus.
That's a lot of hiatuses, but then I suppose they spend a lot of time with each other solidly, which most bands are a little bit more part-timey than that, you know?
Yeah. And again, I just think they're super intense people.
Yeah.
They all went back to their side projects, so
they're still busy.
There's probably a report to be done on Stone Sour at some point.
Probably.
Yeah. In 2010, Paul Gray was planning to tour with the supergroup Hale, but on May 2010 he was found dead in a hotel room in Iowa. Circumstances surrounding his death were not immediately revealed, but eventually were confirmed as an accidental overdose of morphine and fentanyl, which is synthetic morphine.
Morphine and morphine, then.
Yeah, morphine and some extra morphine.
Yeah.
The band were a little hesitant to comment on the future of Slipknot.
I can see that.
Yeah.
That's a pretty hefty loss, because he was one of the founding members, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, one of the tip tops. But in 2011, they powered through. They returned to touring. They did some small shows, really, really not big shows at all for Slipknot at this point.
Well, yeah.
And Donnie Steele substituted for Gray at the gigs. He was positioned so that he was obscured from the audience's view.
That's a bit weird.
Yeah, it's a little sad, but I don't put anything past the guys at Slipknot.
Yeah.
Joey Jordison revealed that 17 songs had been written already for their 5th album, but before that, they released a greatest hits album. Which I didn't know they'd done.
Did you not?
Nope. I didn't think that was a thing that cool people did.
Most bands have got a greatest hits album, I find.
Really?
The vast majority of bands.
Okay. The band headlined Download for the second time, and they performed to roughly 90,000 people and were twice forced to stop the set. Once because a barricade was broken from
that happens quite a lot at Download, to be fair.
Like
when I saw when I saw them at Download, they did that. They had to stop it, I think, twice again then.
Maybe
because they were breaking
this was that
through
year.
It wasn't, because I would have been 9.
Wait, in 2012?
Oh, sorry, I thought... Oh, yeah, it would have been 2012. Yeah, that was the year
that
I
was
was
the
there.
year?
Yeah, sorry, I thought you said 2009.
No, that's...
if
I did, I apologise. That's great. That's crazy.
Fun fact, if you look at photos of the crowd, both me and Kyle are there, and we didn't know each other.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool, but it would have been creepy if we did know each other.
Well, how old were you again?
13.
Oh, yeah.
Just.
I mean, it's not creepy to know someone.
No, but it would make it a little bit more complicated.
It'd be weird if you were making out. In late 2013, Slipknot started working on their 5th album. Corey T-Dog Taylor described the album as very dark and a bit of a cross between Iowa and Volume 3. In fact, guitarist Jim R-Dog Root didn't tour with Stone Sour, so he could write for Slipknot. But of course, this is Slipknot. Yeah. There has to be at least one complication. And in December of that year, the band announced that after 18 years, Joey Jordison had left the band, citing personal reasons.
To be fair, do you know why he did actually?
It's in the report.
Yeah, okay.
Do you want to tell it?
No, because
sure?
You look pissy now.
No, it was just the fact that you assumed I hadn't done my research.
No, it was not that. It's more that, like, that is the kind of thing that you would overlook.
No, go for it. You say.
Medical reasons.
Yeah, do you know why? Do you know what specifically?
I didn't know. I know it was a degenerative type disease.
Oh, somebody has done more research than somebody else.
Well, it was because I didn't research this band. Like, I've researched a band, and in our little in our interlude, we discussed that we're not going to have time because you've written too much.
I really like doing the big reports. It's fun when it's a really big, intense band.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah.
So on their official Facebook page, Joey J-Dog Jordison latest... I've been doing that a lot. He said that he didn't quit Slipknot and was blindsided by the news, which, if it's true, that's pretty rough. Slipknot and Jordison independently promised to release more details about the split, and it's a little sad because it's something called transverse myelitis.
Yeah, it's not nice as whatever it is.
He lost the use of his legs. He's fully recovered now, but he's not back with the band.
Yeah, to be fair, it's like, particularly for double bass where it's really, really leg heavy, I can imagine him like, because I think he said at the time it was just a matter of time before he wasn't able to play it anymore, even though he's made a recovery. I'll be surprised if he's made a recovery to the same level.
Oh yeah,
because that was insane.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
he was so good. Back to Slipknot, anyway. The Negative One, the band's first song in 6 years, was released on August 1st, 2014.
Nice.
Yeah, on August 24th, Slipknot released an official radio single titled The Devil in I, which is probably
that was the one. The Devil in I is the one with the video where they're all with their fears, I think.
Oh, okay.
That's the one I was thinking of.
I think that's my least favourite song that Slipknot have ever made. Not that I don't like it, it's just I think it's down there for me. Not that I've got a definitive ranking of all Slipknot songs, it's just not one of my favourites.
I quite like that one. The video, I found the
like
video.
It too. It's just
have you seen the video for it?
Yeah.
It's interesting, isn't it?
I watched the behind the scenes, mate.
I've also seen the behind the scenes.
I've watched everything Slipknot documentary related on YouTube.
This is weird considering that long ago. You're a bit like, oh, they're okay, but I haven't heard much of their stuff. You go down the rabbit hole really quickly.
Well, it depends on the band.
Yeah.
You know, if I don't like, someone's trying to get me into, I think, a bunch of bands at the moment. One of them's
who's this?
A bunch of people. I'm not going to name them.
But you made me name drop Rexall. You can name drop them.
Lou's trying to get me into Slash's band. And I like them. Oh, yeah, to be fair, I don't care as much as... sometimes you just don't connect with the band initially.
Yeah.
And
takes a while sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah, and Slipknot is one of those that build up. And they're doing more research. I was like, they're really cool.
Yeah, I'm interested now,
and they released the name of their album, which was...
Was this the negative one?
No, 5.
5.
The Grey Chapter.
Oh, I see.
Released in October, and they started their traditional amount of crazy touring.
Yeah.
A new bassist and drummer were brought in to replace Gray and Jordison. Crahan designed a mask that would differentiate them from older members.
That's fair.
Yeah. Alessandro Venturella was the bassist, and Jay Weinberg was the new drummer, but they were originally not meant to be permanent members of the band. They've actually been criticised by the old members of the band. Sean Crahan told Kerrang, "Fuck those guys, they'll never be in the band."
Why?
Don't know.
This seems a little bit unnecessary.
Yeah, they're pretty mean. They seem like tough guys who would beat me up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Corey Taylor also said that the two were given the opportunity to design their own masks, but fucked it up so badly that the band did it for them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They are not nice about this, are they?
No. The Negative One was nominated for a Grammy, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't win, so I didn't think it was worth mentioning. But I did. Now we're kind of winding down a little bit on the drama and getting closer to present day. It is now March 11th, 2015. Guitarist Mick Thompson is hospitalised after a drunken knife fight with his brother at his home.
I love it when they phrase it like that, just because it doesn't sound like you had a fight. It sounds more like you were titting about and someone got hurt.
They sustained serious but non-life-threatening injuries. On August 2nd, 2015, during a concert in Hartford, Connecticut, or Hartford, neither of them sound real. The band was forced to stop performing after the new bassist was rushed to the hospital due to extreme dehydration. Slipknot kept going.
That's a little bit mean.
It's pretty funny.
It's quite funny, but yeah.
During the band's following 3 gigs, Venturella played bass from backstage.
Oh.
Yeah.
To be fair, they had a similar problem, like a teething problem with Metallica, didn't they? When was it Cliff died,
mm-hmm.
and then they had Jason, and the first album they had with Jason, he's basically not. You can't hear him really at all on the album at all, just because they were like, oh, it's not Cliff. Like, yeah, but sorry, he didn't kill him though, did he?
Yeah.
Like, it's not his fault. I appreciate you're upset, but if you're not ready to get a new band member, don't get a new band member.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get one and then take it out on them, you know?
Sure. Anyway, that's pretty much present day. The band are working on their next album. Sean Crane has said this might be the last one with his band. And I've got some fun facts.
That does mean they're going to tour again, though, so we can go see them.
It does. Although they probably, judging by their history, which I've studied extensively, they probably won't release it till next year.
Probably not, no, but...
Like, they're only just getting back in the studio. It'll take them a while to just record, let alone mix.
They do tour well, though.
They do. Supposedly. I haven't seen them. I don't know why I'm joining in.
Well, I've seen them twice, and I've seen a couple of cover bands of them. And it's just a nice atmosphere, to be honest.
That's like Corey Taylor. Although I guess he's wearing a mask, so I don't get to see his face.
You can still tell it's him, though.
Obviously. He's got a voice.
Well, there we are, then.
Would you like some fun facts?
Honestly, yeah, go on then.
Okay. They are considered... This one's the least fun.
Oh, okay.
But it's relevant to stuff we talk about.
Okay.
They're considered a new metal band. Like Korn and Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, I know.
But they like to be thought of as different. They refer to their music as metal.
I find that most new metal bands do not like that label.
Yeah. The NU thing is weird.
I think it's just because people have got this idea about new metal of it being...
I mean, a lot of it's bad, but that's because a lot of bands are bad. There are more bad bands than good bands.
By a vast majority.
A lot of rock bands are
stigma.
terrible.
All of other metal genres basically just shit on new metal. For no good reason, really.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Another fun fact, the lyrics of Slipknot were linked to a slashing incident in a South African school. But Corey Taylor said that's not their fault. What? So, there's a slashing in a South African school.
A slashing? Like a...
Stabbing.
Yeah, okay.
But it... and that was linked to Slipknot, like the kid listened to Slipknot lyrics.
That's not their fault.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Corey Taylor was like, nah, we're not taking the heat for that. The band have a long-standing feud with Mushroom Head.
Do they?
Yep, a band that claims stole their image. Slipknot said that they came out around the same time. The similarities are coincidental. I can believe it, judging from the different looks between the bands.
I can see that, the atmosphere is very similar, but the music itself is not that similar. They're not Slipknot heavy. Well, they're just an experience that's similar.
Yeah, well, they don't claim they stole their sound, just their image.
Well, yeah, it is a similar look, but I was going to say I'm pretty sure they came out about the same time.
Yeah, it's like the same year or something.
Sorry, you can't be the only band ever that wears masks, you know?
Slipknot weren't the first, so...
Yeah, so, you know.
Nickelback lead vocalist has been very critical of Corey Taylor, calling Stone Sour Nickelback light.
To be fair, Nickelback shit on by the rest of the world, so I feel like he's allowed this one.
Corey Taylor said that Chad Kroeger is to rock what KFC is to chicken, so...
Yeah, okay.
Also, the rest of Nickelback were like, we have no problem with Corey Taylor or Stone Sour.
That's really random as well. I don't know where that has come from.
He just said it in an interview, casually.
Oh, I suppose he's just not a fan and has gone,
Well, he was coming off really douchey in this interview. He was just like...
To be honest, he comes off a bit douchey in all the
Nickelback's just fucking great. We're the best band in the world. Shut up, Chad Kroeger. You're an idiot. You're terrible at something. Nah, you're not that bad. You're alright.
Yeah, I don't get the whole bully parade people have on Nickel. I don't think they're that bad. They're just That's
not good.
I'm not a fan.
I just think they're samey.
Yeah, they're just too light for me, but I feel like that about most bands.
Well, I think if you heard one Nickelback song, you've probably heard all Nickelback songs, and I say that as someone who's listened to all Nickelback songs.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, I kind of feel like that about Muse, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's not that I think it's bad, it's that it's just,
Hey, maybe it's just our taste as well. We just can't differentiate. Maybe it's nothing to do with the bands. We just don't.
That's how people that are not into alternative music feel about everything that you could put metal in the title of. Yeah. So I feel like we're allowed this one.
Yeah, exactly. Slipknot are friends with Avenged Sevenfold. Both of them bonding over their late band members. Of course, the Rev.
I did not know that.
Yeah, passed her away around the same time.
Oh no, I know about the whole. I did know that they were friends.
Yeah, they like reached out to each other and are best friends, I guess, which makes sense to me because you probably don't have to be critical of someone's music. I watched an interview with. Actually, I'll bring this up later. Okay, all right, I'll bring it up after this next fun fact, which is just a list of the members and their talents and masks. Ooh. See if you can get them.
Okay.
All right. Sean Crahan.
Wait, what am I trying to guess?
You're trying to guess the mask.
Oh, the mask. Yeah, he's a clown.
Yes, he is the clown. He does percussion, backing vocals, samples, media, drums. Craig Jones.
When he's on stage, he pretends that his mic is his willy and wanks it off on stage. The more you know. I'll always remember that one.
I'll look forward to that.
Yeah.
Craig Jones.
Am I allowed to know which musician it is?
I can tell you if you want.
Yeah.
He does like samples, media, keyboards, lead guitar.
I want to say he's the pin one.
He is the pin one, nice. Mick Thompson.
He's the guitarist, right?
Lead
His
guitarist,
is like, it's like grey and it's got the slits down the front for over the mouth.
Originally it was a hockey mask. And then
it feels like somewhere between a hockey mask and Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, it like spiraled out. Corey Taylor, lead vocals.
It looks like a skin mask.
At the moment it's a double like zombie mask.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like
his masks are the ones that changed the most because he doesn't really stick with a theme.
Yeah, he's like I do what I want.
Yeah, what was his first one?
I don't remember. I only remember the one that. Yeah, I remember they used to have one that dreadlocks came out, but they've all had this kind of skin look in my head.
Like his first one was like the dreadlocks, and then like his second big change was like the weird one with like looked like a helmet but of skin.
Yeah, they've all got a weird skin type look to them.
Yeah, he looks pretty scary. Sid Wilson.
Sid's the one with the long nose, isn't he?
No.
Which one's Sid? Don't tell me the mask. Tell me the musician.
Yeah. He's the DJ.
Is he the DJ? Yeah. Oh, is he the Zip? Is he the Zip?
Yeah, he's got a lot of them bleed together these days.
Yeah.
But he's the gas mask originally.
Oh, I don't remember that.
And it's become it's got a Zip mask now. Chris Fane, who does percussion and backing vocals.
God, the other percussionist.
You got this a second ago.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, is he? He's the nose.
He's
the
nose.
Yeah.
He's the Pinocchio thing.
Yeah.
Jim Root, rhythm guitar.
Christ, there's so many of them.
This one's pretty tough because they started getting less distinct these days.
Yeah, I
like
can't
they're just kind of scary now. He was a jester.
Oh, I never would have got that.
Jay Weinberg, he's got a zip across the mouth now, but he's one of the new guys.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
He's the new guy on drums. Venturella, he's got like a slashed up patchwork mask. Their one's it's just not been given enough time to.
I like Joey Jorgensen's one. That was cool.
Was that the one with the is like a Japanese mask, right?
It was white. It looked like sort of like black diamond.
Yeah.
But it had like what's it called? The Jesus crown of thorn things.
Oh yeah.
Like fun. Embedded into the head, and that was quite cool.
That's pretty cool. Right, that brings me to the end of my report. So I've just got like occasional things now. Yeah, I realized we did not have enough time for another report this week.
Yeah, I was just
checking. So I watched an interview between Corey Taylor and Lizzie Hale of Hailstorm.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty neat that they're like friends.
Yeah.
They've performed together a few times.
Fair.
Yeah. Corey, they were asked to like give one criticism of the other one's work.
Okay.
And Corey Taylor was like, I think you play better live gigs than you do album music.
That goes for a lot of bands, though.
And he was like, I want you to have a producer who can recreate that live feeling.
Okay.
Like,
that's a pretty, like, if you're going to give a criticism, that's a really solid, constructive criticism.
Like, I watch a lot of stuff about these guys, and obviously Corey is the bigger face. He's done a lot of stuff, and it is the most vocal, and he seems like a really cool dude.
Yeah, like, he was on QI, and he seemed pretty down to earth,
he just seems like a decent fella. He's on Doctor Who. He's done
a bit of everything, really, hasn't he? Yeah, to his credit.
Pretty much. He's written a few books.
Has he?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. I was gonna read them, but then I didn't have any money, so I didn't read them.
Well.
But I would like to.
Time will come.
He sounds like he's an interesting guy. You got anything else to contribute to Slipknot? Got a favourite song?
Oh, favourite song. Well, to play, I'm currently learning Duality and getting that nice and crisp. But I've set myself a goal. By the end of the summer, I want to be able to play Eyeless.
Ooh.
Which is a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently thinking that I'm just punishing myself. But also I like to set the goal really high.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I heard someone describe Corey Taylor as not just a singer, but a vocalist. As in, you couldn't just call him a singer. Okay. It's not all that he does.
Yeah.
And my aim is to be identified as that.
Yeah.
Because I would rather be considered someone who has all these talents. Like, Corey Taylor's fucking incredible. He's got a 6-octave range, apparently. I haven't checked it myself, but...
How long would it take you to check it yourself?
I'd find the videos that correlated and then just make sure the person in the video isn't fucking up.
Oh, okay.
Where they put it down. Because some people just don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, so potentially an hour.
Okay.
Not very long.
It's pretty solid, actually.
Yeah, I would like to be identified like Lizzie Hale is very nearly a screamer these days on her. Oh, I guess we can do news this week because this will come out tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we've got news in a reasonable time frame.
Yeah, so I guess we'll do general news and then we can do our news and then we'll finish. Hailstorm released their new album.
Yeah.
It's called Vicious. I downloaded it.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes. Although it takes me a while to really get into albums.
That's fair.
I find that with pretty much every artist, I have to make myself re-listen to things.
Yeah, because the first time you hear something, I suppose there's something about the familiarity of it that makes you just enjoy it that bit more.
But they sound good. Lizzie Hale is always amazing. Yeah, it was the same with the new Pretty Reckless album, which came out last year.
You're looking at me like I know. Like you've picked some bands I know nothing about. Congrats.
That's true. Why would you listen to the Pretty Reckless anyway? What else? It was Taylor Momsen's birthday the other day. Happy birthday, Taylor Momsen. I follow her on Instagram. It's stuck in my head.
Okay.
You got any news?
I haven't prepared any, but I'm sure I can come up with something.
Go on.
Oh, I don't know. I feel
you
like
got 5 seconds.
What?
5, 4.
Matt's a willy.
2.
That's my
not
news.
You said that at the start. Although I've probably edited that out.
Well, you certainly haven't yet. You will edit it out.
Yeah. Let's keep going in this circle. That's fun. Go on.
No, I don't know.
You don't know anything. All right. What have we got to say, Leia?
The physical copies of the EP are nearly ready. Very nearly ready.
Yay, nearly ready.
I mean, like, we're talking really short term to get them done.
Okay, good. We need to do that, right? Or have you got the stuff to do that and we need to do it?
Basically done.
Oh, okay. Sweet. Hey, guys, go on our Facebook or Twitter or talk to me personally at Matt Nathan. Damn, I didn't want to use my real name.
You looked uncomfortable as soon as that came out.
I realised that I was just putting my name across the internet.
How about we just say you contact the Facebook page?
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, the Instagram or whatever else that it is.
No, don't do it on Instagram. I never check it.
Lou checks it, doesn't he?
I don't know.
I hope he does, because I never do.
Lou, check the Instagram. I don't think he has the password. I think you and I have the password. Lou, I'll give you the password.
I literally don't have Instagram, so I don't have
No, I've given you the password, though.
Yeah, you gave it to me once, but I had to log in on a browser.
Well, yeah, I do that.
But, I can't use it now.
Use Instagram? God. No offense, anyone who uses Instagram.
I'm just not my platform.
What is your platform?
For stuff like that, it would just be Facebook.
Ugh, so old, antiquated, poor Leia. Oh, we got a bunch of new we got a bunch of new followers on Twitter this week. A few new bands.
Yeah, we had some drama this week. REU.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
Because we'll fight again.
We'll be here forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, bands who followed us like Black Nevada, Center the Archangel, a bunch of other people who are really great and have been talking to me on Twitter. So thanks, guys. Listen to this.
Yay, let's pretend Matt has friends.
I do have friends.
I don't count. We're colleagues.
I guess that brings us to the end of this.
Yeah.
Talk to us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, where we are Wild Abyss Band or just Wild Abyss.
We're pretty easy to find, I think.
Yeah.
Because the name's so stupid that people...
The name is a good name.
It's a stupid
It's
name.
a good name. It's better than Rexall.
I know. I know Rexall's a terrible name.
We're going to listen to them in a second. Anyway, that is everything for this week. Next week, we'll have 2 reports. Maybe I'll do a long one again.
Maybe you could not do a long one again, because otherwise I'm going to burst with things I want to talk about because you're not letting me.
Oh, you can talk about them now.
Well, I haven't got enough time now.
Oh, it's a whole thing. It's a whole
Yeah,
band.
it's a whole thing.
Oh, okay. Right, I thought you just had a topic you wanted to...
No, it's okay.
Do you have a question you want to ask me? I won't marry you. That's not...
Sorry, what?
That's not something you can jump on.
Is that going to be a... Oh, there we go. We can have a controversial corner. I do not agree with marriage at all.
You do not agree with the concept of marriage?
The concept, yeah. The concept, the history, I'm not a fan.
Why?
Because I feel like it's loaded these days. Particularly, like, terms like husband and wife. Like, you get this image about them and it's never pleasant, particularly wife.
So you don't like the connotations around?
Yeah, I also don't like that historically it was just used to buy people. That's not generally pretty cool. And I just resent that people say that you have to, I think.
Sure.
There we go, that's our controversial corner for the week. That's completely irrelevant to music, I just don't like it.
My controversial opinion is that I do whatever you want, I don't care.
Yeah, you can do what you want, just don't tell me I have to get married.
But you should. You're a woman.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
Sorry.
I forgot, I'm not normally that in touch.
Yeah, oof, controversial this week. Right. We'll see you guys next week. Mm-hmm. Where Leia will probably start the topic, so I don't do this.
Yeah, again.
Yeah. Bye, I guess. How do we usually sign this out?
There's a thing. I feel like there's a thing.
Eat well, live less.
Yeah, and then it's just the socials, and then
we say...
And then we go...
We just say
bye.
Bye. Okay, bye. You didn't say bye.
I know.
I'm not going to end it until you say it.
Well, I don't want to.
We'll say something.
Something.
Alright, bye.